Okay, so these are some vocabularies related to the education, right? As you can see on your screen right now, the first is education. Education, which means pendidikan. And the second, educator. Educator ini bahasa lain lah dari ahli didik, pendidik. Kalau kalian mau lebih spesifik kayak teacher, guru, atau lecturer, dosen. Tapi intinya mereka adalah educator, pendidik. Okay, the next, educational, sesuatu yang berkaitan dengan pendidikan. Nah, setelah educational ini pasti diikuti dengan noun ya. Setelah kata ini pasti akan diikuti dengan kata benda atau noun. Educational, misalkan kalian mau bilang apa ya? Tontonan edukasi gitu, sesuatu yang berkaitan dengan tontonan yang berkaitan dengan pendidikan, edukasi, educational things, educational channel, educational videos, and something else. Diikuti dengan noun di belakangnya. Sama juga yang di bawahnya, educated. Educated di sini artinya terdidik, berpendidikan. Misalkan orang yang berpendidikan, educated person, educated man, educated woman, pasti akan selalu diikuti dengan noun di belakangnya. Terus yang selanjutnya adalah educate. Educate di sini verb mendidik. Mendidik ya, artinya mendidik, kata kerja. Terus yang terakhir adalah educationally. Dia adalah adverb, bisa ditaruh di awal kalimat atau di akhir kalimat. Secara mendidik, secara pendidikan. Gitu ya. Educationally, they bla 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 kayak gitu ya. Educationally, dia adverb, kata keterangan. Jadi bisa kalian taruh di awal sebelum subjek atau di akhir juga boleh. Okay, so I hope you guys understand. I will share this file after the class is over. Okay, so now our turn to talk about the education as I told you before. Okay, so now I'm gonna choose Mr. Bayu first.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, I will choose material on sex education for child and teenage. Actually, sex education for a child and teenage is very important, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
In Indonesia, it's very too late, I think, because many people have misunderstanding of sex education for child and teenage.
Yeah, that's right.
They have the perception that teaching sex education is the same as teaching pornography.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I agree with your opinion.
Something taboo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said before.
Actually, two things are very different. I myself teach my three sons, because I have three sons, sex education from an early age.
Yeah, that's important.
And in school they are also learn sex education too. An example of sex education is teaching my child to clean their genitals when they have habis pipis. What can I say in English? Habis pipis.
Pee. After pee, take a pee.
To clean their genital after they pee, and explain to them why they have to be disunat or khitan in English. What can say ya? Khitan, sunat.
Jadi dia apa yang namanya circumcision.
Circumcision. Jadi saya mengajarkan mereka juga kenapa anak laki harus disunat gitu. Jadi explain to them why they have to be circumcised.
Circumcision.
And also discuss about all the things they have experienced around sex knowledge. Yeah. Like my first and second child, they are teenagers, and they never, and they have a wet dream, pernah mengalami mimpi basah.
Yeah, that's normal as a teenager, right?
And they had wet dreams. I explained that it's normal for them to have a wet dream as a man.
Yeah.
I explained that it's because their sperm bags kantong, their sperm bags are full and will naturally come out.
Oh yeah, because I learned that when I was a student.
Yeah, and I tell them what to do after dreaming. And
yeah, because they didn't know.
And while joking, I confirm that they dream about woman, not a man.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what he said?
Because I will worry if they dream about men, yeah.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's still if we compare, right? If we compare that women or men, I think it's still common when they dream of women, right?
And
yeah, it's still common.
And they are also taught how to behave toward a woman, how they should respect a woman.
Wow.
And
they ask you about that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
I teach them.
Okay, that's good actually.
What they can and they cannot to be done before they are officially married.
Oh wow.
Saya mengajarkan apa yang boleh dan tidak boleh dilakukan sebelum mereka menikah.
Wow, okay, so that's really good.
And basically, sex education is important to prevent unwanted things such as early marriage or other unwanted events because they don't know. Jadi menurut saya seks pernikahan itu sex education itu penting untuk mencegah pernikahan dini dan hal-hal yang tidak diinginkan karena mereka tidak tahu gitu ya.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, because they didn't know, right?
Yeah.
They didn't know about it, so they just what is the feeling with what does it taste? Mungkin mereka akan merasakan ini rasanya gimana ya, saya coba aja, because they don't know about the effect or the impact after they do that, right?
Related previous topic yesterday ya, sosmed can be affect.
Yeah, of course. They can access really easy.
There is a lot information yang tidak bisa dipertanggungjawabkan.
Response.
Yeah.
Response. What is it? Irresponsible thing.
The irresponsible information, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how it seems to me.
Okay. Okay. So, wow, that's really great. I agree. I totally agree. In my opinion, you will live in a technology era, modern era. So, wow, I appreciate what you do, Mr. Bayu. Like, not all of the not only the father, I guess. I think right now the parents in Indonesia will say that it's still taboo. Like, they will know about it when they are adult, when they grow up, when they are will get married. They will understand about it without lesson from the parents. They will say like that, right? Some of the parents will say that, oh, we don't need to teach them about that. They will know by themselves, right? They will say like that. But I appreciate you as a parent, especially you are a man, that you directly teach your sons, 3 of your sons, by yourself. That's really great. I appreciate you, Mr. Bayu. Like, actually, I didn't get the sex education from both of my parents, even my mother as a woman, but I learned because I learned from I graduated from a science major when I was senior high school. senior high school, and I learned about it a little bit. I know it a little bit. So I realized time by time, years by years, until now, I grew up with this age, until this age, I realized that how important the sex education earlier to the child and the teenager. So it's really important. It's not only about having sex before married, or it's not not only about that, right? Like as you said before, like the simple thing to the children, such as how about the cleanness, about what is it called? Someone has ever mentioned about this one. Okay, to the child, like the toddler, they have to know about which part of their body cannot be touched by a stranger.
Yeah.
So it's the little thing. It's also the part of sex education, right? So I think that all of the parents can teach the children like that, because they think that it's still taboo. It's still taboo in Indonesia. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
about other country, but I think in other country, they already teach their children about sex education. But in Indonesia, it's still taboo. They will say like, it's a pornography, right? Like when you teach the children, teenager about sex education, they will think that it's pornography. Mereka akan tahu dengan sendiri. They will know by themselves.
Yeah.
So we don't need to teach them. So that's mindset make the parents that don't want to teach about the sex education, and some of the children will get the bad impact of less knowledge about sex education. So that's really great what you did, Mr. Bayu. That's really great. So
Thank you.
I think all of the parents, especially the father, have to teach the children. I mean, for the for the boys, they will take the lesson from the father, and also for the girls, they will have to get the lesson from the mother. So I think, wow, that's really it's challenging actually, but it's a must. Okay, I will give you the question then. Okay, in your opinion, Mr. Bayu, because you're already a parent, in what age they should know about what is it, sex education?
I teach I teach them since maybe 7 years.
Yeah, it's early, right?
Yeah, 7 years. I can teach how to clean his genitals after pee, gitu ya.
Yes, of course. It's just a simple thing, right?
Yeah.
So simple thing, but it's really affected when they are adult, when they are grow up. I believe that. So
Yes.
whatever you got from your childhood times, you will remember until you are adult, because that's what I felt. Like I didn't get any lesson, something like that. Like it's still taboo according to my parents, maybe. So I didn't get any, what is it called? Like the lesson related to something. So I learned by myself. I learned by myself by the social media or something, or from my friends, or the what is it? The videos or something. So yeah, I think it's really important. Start from the parents, right? Start from the little thing. Okay, so in your opinion, what is the worst impact could they get if they don't know about it, if they lack of knowledge?
Yeah, like the environments around us nowadays, they can be a victim of abuse, yeah, or persecution, sex persecution. We can read the newspaper or other information. The children much banyak yang sudah mengalami itu, gitu ya. Karena because they don't know
Okay.
how
Yeah, I
to
got.
protect themselves.
Okay.
Mereka tidak punya bekal pengetahuan itu tadi.
Okay, the lack of knowledge.
Yes.
Like itu kekurangan ya. Lack of knowledge. Okay, yeah, I think because
very worse.
they exactly. Yeah, as I said before, like they try to because they're curious, right? What does
Yeah.
it taste? I mean,
Yes.
what does it taste? What does it feel like? When you look at the food, for example, you will say, okay, what does it taste if I don't try to taste it by my own tongue? So yeah, it's kind of same as sex
Mhm.
education. Maybe for some teenager or children, they would think like this. Okay, what does it taste? I'm curious because it's human, right? We're just human,
Mhm.
so would want to know about something that we don't know before. We didn't know before. So yeah, maybe they try to learn by themselves, as you said before.
Yes.
So they don't know about the result when after they do that. They don't know about the result. It will give them the bad or the good impact after that. So
Yeah.
they just try to do that. So it's very important to teach, right? So that's really great what you did, Mr. Bayu. Like, I hope all of the not only of the father, all of the parents in Indonesia could teach their children about that, even just the little thing as you did.
Mhm.
Okay, so what is it called? What I want to say. So, what is your recommendation or maybe your suggestion that the parents should do for the for the children? What is they
Um,
do to avoid to prevent the bad impact of sex, the bad impact of sex?
I think the parents can open their mind
Yeah,
about
that's
sex
important.
education. Uh,
Yeah, it starts from
teaching,
the mindset.
teaching about education, it's not same teaching about pornography. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
two different
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah, very different.
Hmm.
So and uh, mm, the parents have much learned too about knowledge, the body
Yeah,
knowledge. Yeah,
yeah, they have to know about it,
yeah,
right?
so the parents can answer if their child to ask. Yeah,
Yeah,
bertanya.
okay. Hmm.
Yeah,
Ask them.
yeah, to ask them.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think what is it? I think this is not the lesson that you have to learn when you are married.
Yes.
Before married, you already have to know. If you maybe if you are ready to get married, before that, before the day comes, the
Mhm.
marriage day come, you have to learn about the sex education first.
Yes.
And when the time comes, when the time comes, God gives you a child, you will ready for that. You will be ready for that. So you don't
Mhm.
need to prepare it anymore, because you already have your knowledge about sex education before married. That's what this is my opinion. Like, yeah, for example, I'm a single. I should prepare about it if I want to marry later. So we have to prepare it. So
Mhm.
you are ready not only to be wife, but also you are ready to be mother. So yeah, I think there are many things we have to prepare. As Mr. Sofran said before, it's not about love only, but it's more complicated than love. Okay, so yeah, that's really nice, nice opinion. So as you said before, one of the bad impact of the lack of knowledge about sex
Mhm.
education is they will get the sex harassment,
Yes.
especially the what is it, especially the children or the teenager. They're still young, so they
Mhm.
don't know about is it the harassment or something. Ini apakah ini seksual, kekerasan seksual, violence, or apa namanya, gangguan hawa nafsu gitu ya. So they
Yeah.
don't know about it, about sex harassment, and etc. So we have to try to prevent it, start from the parents. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Even though I haven't been a parent, but I agree totally with your opinion. And that's great, Mr. Bayu. Thank you so much for sharing your lesson. That's really great lesson from you. So I think as a single, I have to learn from you because I have to prepare later. If I'm ready to be mother or I'm ready to be wife, I have to prepare what you do. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for sharing your experience, Mr.
Thank
Bayu.
you, Miss Ri.
Okay, now let me choose the next one. I'll choose Miss Tata.
Hello,
Hello.
evening.
Good evening.
I don't know what's the
The education?
option.
Yeah, it's up to you. It could be education for women or education for children or something else.
Okay, maybe women educations,
Okay, you can go on.
right? Well, in my general opinion, I think I consider that today's we are having so much studies about women, like master degree in gender or in women's health, and I think there are so many purpose on that, especially nowadays that people more concerned about women not only as a naturally we experience pregnancy or yes we naturally have experienced labor, and I think it's more because we know that what actually happened in the past, and even today's like sexual harassment and violence on women, or some kind of health issue on women, is because the lack of access on women education, so which is very important today. And I think the other things why women education is so essential, because yeah, we need to advocate ourselves. Maybe you're in the workplace or in a household, you're already having a family, you still need to advocate yourself to make sure that you really get your what is called like something you really something you actually need to have. For example, you need to be happy, or you can also what can I say, you can also kamu juga bisa mendapatkan hak kamu untuk to access to educations, and you feel safety when you are express yourself or develop your interests. I think that's important. Why as a woman we need continuing education. I mean, it's not just formal education, but also informal changes.
Okay, so it's women education. You mentioned about hak tadi ya, hak itu right. Jadi
Yes,
hak women's right. Okay, so yeah, I think it's also related to Mr. Bayu said before, like what is it called? The bad impact of lack of knowledge about sex education or something. We will get the bad impact, such as maybe sex harassment, violence, especially for women, and etc. So the first thing, even though maybe you are so single, you are still young, you have to know about some kinds of knowledge, right? Some kinds of knowledge. So some people out there, especially men, never underestimate yourself. So women also deserve to get the education, the high level of education. So actually we are same. Actually, this is my opinion. Actually, we are same. We also have our right to get the education from the school, from the university. So you don't need to say that, okay, what is it, as a woman we just need to remember that at the end we will be wife, we will be mother, we have a baby, we will get the what is it, we will go to the kitchen or something related to. So you don't need to think about it. Oh, okay, so this is, I think this also, what is it, still exists until now. This is modern era, but I believe this is still exists. What is your opinion about this case, Miss Tata? Some people out there think that you don't need to go to get the high education because at the end you will be wife and mom, and I think your education will be in vain. Kan sia-sia. So what do you think of that case?
Of course, it's a misperception. As we know today, as a mom, as a mother, not only a mom, but also when you are becoming a father and yeah, you choose to be a parent, I think you really need to upgrade your knowledge, your the whole yourself. You need to grow, and you need a lot of exposure of child education and general education, because we know that as a parent we also need to be the wholly know about how how to raise our children, and how to make a like pet a path you which is followed by your children.
Oh, okay.
So I mean being educated parents, even though you are not going to be professional, maybe for my case, maybe I'm not practicing as a dentist, maybe even I'm not practicing in the as a dentist the next day maybe, but I still need I can still implement what I get from general knowledge for my children.
Yeah, okay. So we try to build the better generation, right? By our knowledge. Yeah, maybe if the women lack of knowledge, one of the impact that happen is what Mr. Bayu said before. Like maybe the children don't know about everything, right? They don't know about even the little things. So it's one of the impact because of the women or the parents don't know about some knowledge. So as a parents, not only as a parents, if you're still single, you have to prepare it, right? As you said before, Miss Sata, like we have to prepare something before we become a parent. You have to prepare everything, not only about ourselves, prepare ourselves, our future, but also you have to remember about your children's future, your children's knowledge, and etc. So we have to prepare many things before marriage, right? Okay, so what I want to say. So, what is your opinion about the education, women education in our country?
In our country, I think it's changing, but we can't deny that in some areas or some city, maybe the gender discrimination on education is still exists, but it's changing. I mean, in our government, they have Ministry on Women Rights, and I think people developing their concern about women's rights on such as on political parties. There's also slot for women, and on government, and also in in the workplaces, like in the office. I think women today they have almost the same proportion with the male, but of course it's the struggle is still real, because we need to strongly advocate ourselves.
Right.
It's so hard, because especially when you are having a family and you in somehow you need to choose between your family or your career, and it's very it's confusing in many times.
Yeah, of course. Like, I think it starts from the mindset, right? We have to change the mindset. If you would want to be upgraded as a knowledge, of course, you have to upgrade upgrade your mindset too. So don't live in old thought. Like, okay, at the end, even until you go to get the master degree, the doctor, or the high level of education, it will be in vain because you will be wife or mother. We have to remove that thought, right? That mindset. So I think we will be upgrade. But I think if you live in a big city, it's rarely happened. But when you go to the left behind area or the village, the small city, or not the small city, but the small village, you will you will find this case, because it's already happened in my village. Actually, it's not that small, it's not that left behind, it's already 4G there. But there are some parents think that, okay, you don't need to go to university. Not all of the parents, some of the parents there still think that you don't need to go to the university, especially the girls. After you graduated from senior high school, you just need to work. They some of parents still think about that. So yeah, maybe we have to change, because they always live in a small area, so they rarely to go to the big city to refresh their mindset or something. So that's why they still think of that. So yeah, I think it's about the mindset. Okay, so I believe that you try to build your better generation. I believe that, because you are educated woman too, Miss Tata. So thank you so much for sharing about your opinion today. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, the next participant I would like to choose Miss Ai.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, now your turn.
Probably I will choose about talking about children's education. In my opinion, children education nowadays is getting better in Indonesia. We can see that the curriculum is getting more toward a better approach for children. But actually, I haven't sent my children to elementary school, so it's not that I already compare it to my I used to when we were children, but I can see that it has a lot of improvement. Of and because of women nowadays, mothers to be and mothers already gaining a lot of better knowledge about how to raise their children, it tend to every household. And of course, because there are a lot of access to knowledge too, right, from social media and etc. and internet, mothers tend to know a lot of things better than our mothers, right? So parents nowadays already open-minded. Most of them or part of them is getting a lot of knowledge about how to raise children. It's getting better, but not as you can say in rural area. I think it's still a lot of things left behind, but it's getting better somehow.
Yeah.
And I see too that like curriculum wise, like when we were children, we have to we got rankings, right? Teachers is see students with that rankings. But nowadays teachers tend to not set aside about rankings. Teachers tend to see the students, how they behave, how they development, and etc. So I think it's getting better, but it still has a lot of we need to give more access to people in rural area to get a lot of to get that amount of knowledge of the teachers too. I think that's it.
Okay, so yeah, I think as you said before, it's already upgraded time by time, right? Like maybe it's not 100%, especially with the particular areas in Indonesia such as left behind village. Actually, as I said before, when I talked to Miss Tata, actually my village is not that left behind. It's already 4G internet connection there, but there are some parents still have the same the what is it, left behind thought. They live in the moderate era, but with the the closed mind, the old mindset. They will think that after senior high school you just need to work, what is it? You will be a farmer, you will be an employee, like working for the store. It's up to you as long as you work. So but in the past, maybe 50% and more parents think the same thing. But right now, because maybe they already know about internet or social media, so it's reduced, sudah berkurang ya. Maybe it's under 50% parents think of that. Okay, so it's as you said before, it's upgraded, it's changed. Okay.
It come back to the woman education. If the mother, the woman inside their family is having a better education, they will educate the children and bring that belief to their household. So the center of it is the woman or the mother education. If the mother is open-minded, they will bring lights to their household, and they will raise their children with an open-minded mindset too.
Okay, I remember my mother have told me, because my mother my mother just graduated from junior high school, honestly. So I thought that she will stop me. Okay, when you finish the senior high school, just need to work or fine. When I said, okay, mom, I just need to work because I am the first child. Maybe it's okay if I have to work 1 year before I go to the university. But she said no. It's okay. Maybe I'm not the educated woman. She said like that. I'm not that educated, but I hope you and your younger sibling will be better than me. So even though she graduated, yeah, exactly, as you said before, even though they're not graduate, they don't graduated from the high level of education. Yeah, formal education, but they try to they try to be open-minded person. So yeah, because of that, if they always live in an old thought, maybe my mom will say that go to the school or university. It's
Just get
enough
married
when
already.
yes, yeah, just we'll say like that. But it's a long time ago, a few years ago, when I finished my senior high school, I said that, mom, maybe I will work for 1 year first, because I think that I am the first child and I am from the, like it's not enough to get the paid situation. Yeah, that's right. So my mom said no, it's my own responsibility to give you money. So as a girl, you need to go to the university. So I go to the city. I go to the city to continue my education. So I finished my bachelor degree at a time. So I said, like, it comes from your parents, like as you guys said before, Mr. Bayu, Miss Tata, and Miss Ai said before, like it comes from the parents. So it's really important when you have an open-minded mind. Okay, so back to you again, Miss Ai, because you talk about the children education. So what is the most important thing that we have to teach to the children before they go to the formal education? I mean,
my emphasis on my children's education at home, early childhood education, is I wanted them to enjoy study, not to be a diligent person, but to enjoy everything they learn. So for example, if I bought education toys, the mindset is not to entertain them. The mindset is to make them enjoy the process of learning from that toy.
Wow, okay. So you put the mindset, right?
Yeah,
you put the mindset.
If we don't have that goal, if we don't see it as a goal or a purpose, we just bought every toy with no purpose, so the children will not benefit from it. So what I mean by that, if I see my children is doing something chaotic with the toys, if I see that his or she is learning something from it and she enjoy, I will leave it. I mean, So the purpose is like this. So for example, if I'm teaching alphabet and numbers, see that my children is already not enjoy the process, I will stop. Because I want them to feel that the process of the study is enjoyable.
Okay, so
Because
you will.
I learned it the hard way, because we as we have older curriculum, right? We were taught to remember number,
That's what I got.
we were remembering you know, tabel perkalian dan lain-lain. We don't understand what is the purpose, and we
That's what I hate.
enjoy at that time, but we don't really enjoy it properly. And for example, reading, we were taught, we were studying about reading back in our preschool, probably, right? We do able to read it correctly, but do we enjoy reading? I don't want to my children to feel that way, because if they able to read fast, we as a parent, we will very happy. But she enjoying reading. If she enjoys it, she will become a big readers until she get old. But if she just able to read, not understanding and not knowing the purpose of reading, not enjoying reading, I don't like it.
Okay. That's right. That's what I got. Maybe the old generation will get the same thing. Like, we have to memorize the number. We have to learn about a lot of maths. And if you are not that good at some subject at school, they will say that you are stupid. Because I'm not that really good at math, counting and something related to science. I'm not that good actually. So what is it? Some of teacher thinks that I'm not that smart. But yeah, I think it's about the mindset, as you said, Miss Ai, because I'm not that enjoy the lesson about math. Yeah, accounting, math. Until now, my mindset always say that if you look at the number, you will hate it, because it start from elementary school. I learned about it because in my opinion, like, math is boring. I always think that math is boring, so I never enjoy it at all. I never enjoy it. I go to senior high school. What is it? I go to the junior high school, senior high school, university. I got for many times the math or counting, but I feel like it's not enjoyable at all. Tidak menyenangkan sama sekali. I never feel like math is enjoyable. I never think of that because of the first mindset, the first impression. English was boring. Math was boring. But when I learned about something related to
Language,
social, and then something related to social, I will really like it, because the first impression about that lesson was enjoyable. So we have to make the enjoyable impression at the first, so we can remember. Yeah, that's good. What you do, Miss Ai, is very good to your children, because when they think that it's boring, they will never want to learn about it anymore. So it's really important to put the happiness to what they do. Okay,
and we have to think what they're good at. We cannot expect them being good in every subject, right? So
yeah, I agree.
We have to admit, like, this child is able in or have an excellent capability in languages, but this child is on science and things. Like, we have to admit, we can expect the otherwise subject they become good, all right? So we have to know the characteristic of our children and expect them be good and enjoy in what they do in what subject they able and enjoy, right? Not in everything.
I agree. Like, I think right now it still exists, especially when you live in a small city. They still implement the same thing. Like, if you are not that good at all of the subject at school, it means that you are not that smart, you are stupid or something. Like they force us to be good, to be master at all of the subject, even if they can't, if the teacher can't. Jadi guru aja nggak bisa ya. But why the teachers, why the students should do the same thing? Like we have to be master at math, we have to be master at language and many subjects. So actually, it's the wrong mindset. It's the wrong method system in Indonesia. So we have to change it. Like rank is important, but you don't need to focus on the rank only, because not all of the student have the same ability or excellent thing. So maybe I'm good at social subject, but other participant or other student don't know about it. So it's vice versa, juga sebaliknya. So we cannot say like, okay, what is it? If you are good at all of the subject, that all of the other participant, the other student have to be. So we don't need to force them. If they interest in painting, for example, yes, of course, it's their ability, right? If they're good at math, yeah, maybe it's their ability. So we don't need to force them to be something. Okay, yeah, that's the thing that we have to prepare. Okay, so it's really challenging to be parent, to be teacher, because we have to teach a lot of things to the children. Okay, that's really nice opinion, Miss Ai. Thank you so much for sharing. Good luck as a parent. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, now let me choose Mrs. Sofran.
Hi, Miss.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm just kidding on in chat.
Oh, okay, that's okay. But I agree with you. If I actually I really hate the math subject at school or university. But if I count the money, it's really happy.
Yeah.
I honestly,
You said you hate number, and then I said no, you lie. Man, but
number of money. I really love it.
okay, so what are we talking about here?
It's about education, the importance of education.
Education can be anything.
Yes, like
Oh.
Mr. Bayu talk about sex education, Miss Tata women's education, Miss I children education.
Okay. All of them already take all the topics. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's okay to talk. It's okay to talk the same thing.
Oh, I think I would like to about the education level in Indonesia.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, because like in my head, what Ms. I said, what Mr. Bayu said, and Miss Tata, yeah, right? Is it?
Miss Tata.
Yeah, Miss Tata said all the things back again to the government system because all of them is all connected. For example, in elementary school, I never got a chance to study about about sex education. Also,
Mhm.
and also the recruitment for the teacher in elementary. For example, PNS gitu.
Mhm.
People people only seeking for secure job, not how I can give to them the right education so we can create better generation. I think all of this fault that what I've been felt like I didn't get any of it. Even you, you said you hate math. Government make you hate math because you know because we don't understand the sense of why you have to study. We don't
Yeah.
get from our teacher. I don't
Yeah.
same as you. I'm not good at math. Even one of my teacher said something rude to me like, Zofran, what do you want to be in the future? And then I said, well, I and then I don't know, but but I will. But one thing I'm sure I will get in the good education. For example, in the university, I said, Universitas apa? Gitu. What the university? I think the most top Indonesia University ya, bilang. One of them, because they know my limit, my my lack of skill of study, if I can say. Yeah, and because of that, I prove them wrong. I know where I am. Yeah, so it's not always like it's the children fault. It's not ours, but siapa yang ngedidik kita? And I felt that in the first time in my senior high school, I really love my good kimia. My teacher kimia tuh I really love him. He's really nice teaching, apa ya, kayak is taking me to this philosophy of kimia. Jadi kayak aku tuh
Chemistry.
yeah, the chemistry, and then I can understand, oh, why this liquid can be apa tuh mix this liquid and then the liquid becomes like this. I do understand pH-nya jadi everything, because apa ya, dia ngajarinnya secara filosofis bahwa secara
Yeah, the way they teach.
so the way they teach, the way they tell the student how and everything, because not always like it's not always that we're not dumb actually, but depends on
It's about the way.
the way to teach
I agree.
the children, because there's one guy in my class. He's very naughty boy, gangguin guru lah apa segala macam, but talking about chemistry, dia anaknya nggak pinter sama sekali apapun mata pelajaran itu. He's become smart suddenly in the chemistry class. Dia tiba-tiba sangat pintar and everything. So it's made me thinking about, for all this time what I've been failed probably is not my fault, it's their fault. Like,
yeah.
Even I'm studying really hard, like I really am. I'm talking about, for example, I study really hard, and it's so hard to understand because I don't understand the philosophy, but right now I study by myself for I don't know for what, but I just study and then I understand it by myself. So like I'm thinking about, is it me or them? I think it's them, because the education system is created, makes the student better. Kan kalau nggak salah Islam gila atau mana, dia mengikuti teori Handayani juga. Jadi dia menjadi paling sukses di sana. Kenapa kita itu kan menjadi pertanyaan. Kalau nggak salah ada ya. I don't know. I also, in my opinion, like something critical in Indonesia, mereka tuh menghindari, bahkan
we avoid it.
So it feels like they want only them to be smart, not all of them. That's why anak muda sekarang lawan orang tua and everything, because the lack of education skill of teaching. They only thinking about, oke, aku udah ngajarin, udah salah kamu nggak ngerti gitu. It's not like, oke, kamu nggak ngerti di mana apa dan segala macam. For example, in my math class, I don't understand about this, and then the teacher mad at me. I was like, and then kamu nggak perhatiin saya dari tadi, and then I was like, oh, no, I don't fucking understand if I can say. I cannot say something like that, because like they have, teaching children, teaching kids and everything needs from heart, like heart to heart. So you, the student will get the message what you want to share. That's why, like if I can say that the religion education is more touching than maths, because the way of teaching, I think that at the end is always stuck in our head, like I think it needs to be more philosophy of teaching the student. It's different, you're teaching the university student, okay, but But in the university student, yes, you have to think it by yourself how to solve the problem because they
Yeah. That's right.
need. But
Mhm.
before to reach that position, we have to understand every single thing. Oh, it has to be like this, like this, and that's what is my until now I feel I'm very upset about that. Like when I teach, I'm not good at math, but I'm good at teaching my brothers. My little brother, 10 years old, is always get A in maths and even my is me. I'm teaching him because aku pernah juga dapat nilai 0,1 gitu ya.
Yeah, I also got it. I got the
0,1.
zero.
Iya. Ya aku dapat 0,1 dari my teacher and then I
0,1. I'm totally zero, not comma. I'm totally zero. I also got it.
yeah, but when I teach my brother, he's really smart. He understand what I meant because like I'm teaching what I didn't get it. Like, kamu tuh harus ngerti dari sini. Kamu tuh baru bisa.
It's upgrade.
Yeah,
It's already upgraded.
yeah, so that's why I'm teaching him back then. But right now, met back to be bad again because right now I'm so far. He's in Japan.
Yeah, of course.
But
Mhm.
other than that, is really like dalam penyeleksian guru atau apapun itu needs to be fixed, bukan mengangkat guru jadi dari yang honorer menjadi apa namanya jadi guru staff.
Civil servant. Mhm.
Yeah,
Official civil servant.
yeah, it's not about that, but it has to be like you really wants to teach the student. Bahkan di
Yeah.
aja gaji guru tuh mahal semua. Kenapa di sini paling murah? That's the problem because we
Mhm.
have to learn even from the government.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah, okay. So when you mention about the method that the teacher give to the student, I also got the experience about it. As I said before, like I really had something related to counting, or we have to think something related to number. I really hate it, honestly. But when I went to the junior high school, the first time I got the subject called physica. So the first time in my life, I really enjoyed that subject because of the teacher.
Fisika.
Yeah, that's right, physics.
See, it's not that we're dumb, but how to do.
Yeah, that's right. As I said before, like I'm not really like it, math or something related to number, accounting or something. But physics is also related to counting, right? We have to think about the number. But the first time in my life, I enjoyed that subject when I was junior high school. If I'm not mistaken, it's the first grade, class 1 SMP. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed, and I always waiting. I always wait the time when the physics subject comes. Because of the teacher, as you said before, like because of the way the teacher taught to the students. So I really enjoy it. So my favorite subject is not only social subject but also the physics at the time. But
Yeah.
when I continue my education to senior high school, I hate it again because it's different teacher.
Yeah,
It's different teacher.
the same like me when I was in senior high school in the second of grade in senior high school. The teacher suddenly left the school. We don't understand why. It suddenly is changed way. I'm thinking like I still love the study, but like it's really hard to understand what this teacher talking about. Even honest with you, the teacher is really pretty. I was like, oh yeah, she's wow pretty, and then but I feel like I'm dumb. Like you're pretty is not make me want to study. Like
Okay.
like maths or the class probably you been like kalau ada guru apa tuh guru PKN gitu kan dateng yang cowok-cowok.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's same thing. So like I agree also with Miss I. Every children have kemampuan,
Ability.
yeah, and everything. But in my opinion, other opinion is other capability of this the kids. It can be if in the correct way. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
really matter, you know.
Mhm.
When we're not really good at that subject, but at least we can understand. And when people talk about it, and we will try to tell us, and really dumb student or something. Oh yeah, we understand this. Oh, dasarnya kan
Yeah, yeah.
maksudnya masih.
At least we know.
Yeah, at least we know dan tidak terlihat bobrok-bobrok.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Like that's what I did actually when I have to learn something, even though I don't know I don't know what kind of subject is this, but I try to understand a little bit. Even I'm not that smart at that subject, but we have to try. At least we know what they're talking about.
Agree.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask you this one because we talk about the education system in our country, especially. So, in your opinion, what should we fix? What should we fix, or maybe what is your suggestion for Indonesians in education system?
Make it harder for the selection for teachers.
Okay.
It's really,
Okay.
because it really matters for the young generation. Make it harder, and also
Okay, the teachers.
make it harder, but make the high payment.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
So
they don't want to improve their knowledge if they don't get the
Yeah.
proper salary.
Ya bukan pegawai pajak aja yang gajinya naik ya, tapi
Yeah.
juga naik. It's really matters.
Harusnya, it should be.
Yeah, it's really matters. So like menurut saya itu bisa mengurangi
It could reduce
the lack of skill of reading.
Yeah, I agree.
Most our generation right now is lazy to reading.
Okay.
Say because a lot of my friends don't like reading, and right now back then long ago I don't really like reading. Then I meet one of my friends who really loves reading, and then he teach me how to love books. And then I said, okay, books is really fun. I wish I knew sooner everything. But
Yeah.
so in the order to fix the education, we have to make it harder for the
Yeah, I think we have to try to prepare from the student, I guess. From the student, right? From the student.
Yeah, so the minister also need to go out, to go to another country. For example, if we can say Japan or
Research.
or Swiss or something, they have a good education. I think the minister need to learn how they selected the teacher.
Okay. Yeah, that's good actually. So that's your opinion.
Yeah, so psychologist is really important in this because kamu berhubungan dengan anak-anak ini yang akan menjadi masa depan kita nanti.
Okay, so what I could say from your explanation is maybe at the school we have to prepare the teacher, right? What they implement to the student for the generation. But at home we have to prepare us, the parents. I mean,
yes.
So at school, at university, the teacher, and at home, the parents should prepare many things. Yes. Okay, so yeah, that's. Yes, of course, it's balanced at home and also at school. Okay, that's really great opinion. I hope your suggestion could be implemented in our country, Mrs. Zovran. Thank you so much for sharing about your great opinion. Okay, now let me choose the next one. I would like to choose Mr. Aldi.
Okay, hello, Miss.
Hello.
Hello. I think I will talk about the public school and international school topic. Okay.
Okay.
Why choose this topic? Because I think it's very interesting. I remember when I was a teenager, I quite almost hear some pandangan. Opinion, some opinion that say if is it not nothing. It doesn't matter where we learn, either in the public school or at the international school. It's the same. It's totally same. It's nothing matter to our development.
Yeah.
I was agree with that opinion, but now I've changed my mind and I totally disagree.
Okay, why did you change it?
Because I think there is a very big inequality between the standard quality and the quality between the public school and the international school.
Mhm.
They have a lot of a big gap between the two of them.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
curriculum, the qualification of their teachers, the school environment.
Mhm.
I think all of it are the complex element that will give a lot and so much impacts to our self, to
Mhm.
every student.
Yeah.
It is true that the student itself play or have the important role
Mhm.
to their improvement as the
Mhm.
student,
Mhm.
but the school itself also have the big impact because they have a lot of complex element: the
Mhm.
school teacher, the curriculum,
Yeah.
the school environment. That's why I totally disagree to the opinion that say it doesn't matter where we school, either in the private school, in the public school, or in the
Mhm.
international school. It's depend on ourselves.
The person. Mhm.
I
Okay.
disagree.
Mhm.
I really disagree.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Is it done?
I think it's that.
Okay, but my personal opinion, I never think that public school and international school were same. I never think of that. They're
Yeah.
same. I never think actually. Maybe at the first you thought that they are same, right? At the first, but right
Yeah.
now because maybe you already know some information that you realize you finally change it and will say that those are different things. But actually, at the first I never think that it's same because I
Yeah.
realized because I graduated from the public school, it's just the usual school in Indonesia, public school in Indonesia. So I feel like I have a lot of gap with the people who graduated in a big city, national plus curriculum, and I never got the friends from international school. I just got the friends from national plus curriculum. So I got I what is it? I face a lot of gap. Saya menemukan banyak perbedaan. Like we are great. We graduated at the same grade at the same year. We
Yes.
also learned about the same subject like math, social science, and etc. But why we are different? Why we're different? Like
Yeah.
they have a lot of knowledge about uh something beyond the subject. Di luar pelajaran sekolah.
Yeah.
Like they're not only know about they also know about something out of the school. So maybe it's the differences between not national but public school in Indonesia and international school. So I think the quality of the curriculum, I guess, the
Yeah.
curriculum. So I think that's the differences in my opinion. So I never think that it's same.
Even
Okay.
among the public school itself have
Mhm.
the gap
Yeah,
of the
yeah, that's
quality,
right.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. Okay, yeah, because as I said before, that I graduated from one of the school, public school from the small city. We could say like
Yeah.
small
Yeah. Yeah.
city, not small city, but small village. And when I moved to, because I continue my senior high school in a bigger city,
Yeah.
I feel like, oh my God, I'm too left behind. Even though it's not too far different, too far from my village, but it's so different, mister. Actually, it's still public school.
Mm.
It's still public school, but
Yes.
I feel like, oh my God, I feel I'm from the forest. I'm from the forest. I live the forest, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah.
differences
Yeah.
between when you live in we could say like modern or upgrade city and the small village, because as I said before, I always mention it that I came from the small village, so I didn't know about anything at the time. So I realized that, okay, I have to improve myself because I came from the small village.
Yes.
Okay, so actually, what should we fix in our public school, Mr. Aldi? What should we fix? What should we do to make it better?
I think there are a lot of aspects that need to improve, but the most important, I think, it's curriculum. The
Yeah,
curriculum,
I agree.
and then and then the teachers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have to
like
improve
Mr.
the
Bayu
skill.
said before, the salary, it really matters to the improvement of our educational
Mhm,
situation in this country.
mhm. Actually, Mr. Sofran.
Sorry,
Mr.
Mr.
Sofran.
Zolfran. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry for
exactly.
it.
Yeah, that's okay. What is it called? Like we have to change the basic, right? Actually it's the basic,
Yeah,
but it comes from the basic. When we have a better curriculum, a better skill of the teacher, I think we will get a better student, right? Because they already know the what is it, the better lesson or the better method. So yeah, as Mrs. Sofran mentioned before, like we have to improve the skill or the
Yes.
knowledge of the teacher
Yes.
or educator. So it's one of the aspect that should be improved in our country, especially. Okay, so it's about what is it called? The human research, right? The human research, SDM-nya.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, I think I agree. And as Mr. Sofran said before, like we have to improve the skill of the human research, but also we have to upgrade the salary. So they will never know how to improve something if they never get the proper salary. Gaji yang sesuai,
Yep.
ya.
Yep.
Because we know, like, especially when you are still non-civil servant teacher, you will get the under level or what is it, under amount of money salary, I mean. So
Yeah,
it doesn't enough.
Yeah, that's why, need to bigger salary so they can maybe another thing to develop themselves.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. How could they improve it if they don't
Yeah.
have proper salary?
And then also from the government need to improve, need to make sure every school and
Yeah.
anything so
Mhm.
great facility, so
Mhm.
at least the student can try do something about what they can do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the difference. That's the gap, as Mr. Aldi said before. That's the gap of public school, mostly in Indonesia, especially in a left behind area, and international school. But as we know, that international school already implement the international curriculum, so they don't focus the national curriculum, right? They use the international, such as Oxford or maybe Harvard or something else. So yeah, I have heard about it because I never been in international school, so I don't know about it. But I have heard from the celebrity, from the influencer of on social media. They also sometimes share about the quality of the international school, like what they got from the international school and what they got from the national school, Indonesian public school. So that's the differences, of course. Okay, so what is it? That's your suggestion about what should we fix, right? What is it called? For now, what should we do? Like as you said before, we have to change the curriculum, right? But what is the little thing as a person that we have to do to fix that problem?
As a student.
Maybe, yeah, as a student or as a person.
Okay, I think as a
What should we
student,
prepare?
we need to push ourselves.
Oh yeah, that's
Especially
important too.
when we know that we learn in a mediocre school, which is not as good as the international or the intercultural school, right?
Yeah,
It means we need
that's
to
right.
push ourselves
Yeah.
to learn more, to study more, to getting more about a lot
We
of
realize
things.
that.
Yeah, we cannot only depend on the every lessons that we receive in the school, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh yeah, you remind me about what I got. This is my personal story again, but also related to your explanation, Mr. Aldi. When I was the third grade in elementary, but senior high school, you know, the language is not that good. I mean, the English that we just learn from the book, like the theory of the English lesson. Kita belajar teorinya bahasa Inggris, teori doang. We never practice at least. because I'm from the not that big, not as big Jakarta as Jakarta, so we just learn something from the book, and it's too boring for me. I feel like how could we improve ourselves if we just
Yeah.
learn from by the book? We never practice English. English is not
Yes.
only about theory, but it's also about theory and practice should be balanced.
Yep.
So at the time when I'm still I almost graduate from senior high school, I opened the book, the English book lesson, and I try to practice my English by myself. But one of my friends, I still remember, and I'm a little disappointed when I heard his opinion. He said like this: why do you need to learn by yourself? The teacher never teach us about that. Kenapa harus belajar itu? Itu kan belum diajarin sama guru. Like it's you sounds like what is it called? I don't know what to say in English. Kamu kedengaran kayak kumur-kumur, because I speak in English. I practice my English at the time.
Okay.
I never got the
mumbling,
course.
right?
Yeah, mumbling. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for remind me. Okay, so he said to me like, you sounds like mumbling. You're bad in English. But it was my first time to speak, to practice my English at the time. I never got the course, as I said before. I never got the course at the time. So right now, I still remember that person, my friend, until now. I can remember my feeling at that moment, like, what is it? In my heart at the time, I said something bad. Saya bicara kotor dalam hati gitu ya, like, enak aja lo ngomong kayak gitu ya, like, if always depend on the teacher method, we just stuck on the book. We just yes, exactly, bad words. What is it called? We just stuck at the book, and we never improve. So I force myself, no one else. I only by myself. I try to push myself. Okay, even though I'm not that good at English, I never have money to join the course at that moment.
Yes.
So I have to force myself to learn by myself at that moment, because at the time there's no phone at the time. I just have the phone for calling, not internet or something. I feel like okay, it's okay. Maybe if I continue my university later, I will get more. I will get more, but it's not. So I went to university. It's not. It's all same, but because maybe I got the management economic major, so there's no English anymore. So I got a lot of knowledge from my course when I was in Kediri. Jadi yang paling berpengaruh memang yang di Kediri. So I just learned around 3 months. I just learned about 3 months, but I can remember what I learned at the time, at that moment until now. So the difference 4 years and 3 months.
Yes.
Not 4 years. Elementary school until university, it's around 12 years.
12
then
years.
3 months. But I just remember what I learned in 3 months. Like the difference. It depends on the teacher and the method, the curriculum, right?
I agree.
So we have to fix not the teacher only. We have to fix the curriculum first, and also we have to support the teacher to improve their skill. So we have to support them by the proper salary, I guess. Okay, that's really great opinion, Mr. Aldi. You remind me about a lot of that curriculum in Indonesia. So thank you so much for sharing your opinion about it.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ri.
Okay, so yes, it's about curriculum. I think what I could say here is, when we have bad curriculum, bad method, education method in Indonesia, I think it will continue to get the bad generation, right? So we have to change the curriculum or the skill, not only as a person, but as a teacher and as a parent. So it's related one and another. From the first explanation about Mr. Bayu said before, sex education, Miss Tata talked about women's education, Miss I talks about what is it called, children and the general education. I think we have to start from the person first. I think it start from the personal. Jadi berasal dari kita dulu ya. Before we try to go to another level, we have to learn by ourselves. It's from ourselves first. We have to change the mindset. Okay, it's done. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing about the great opinions today, talking about the interesting topic. Okay, so tomorrow we are gonna talk about another interesting topic. I hope you guys could prepare it. It's about self-confidence. So I hope you guys could prepare it because it's one of my favorite topic actually. Okay, so thank you so much guys for today. I hope to see you tomorrow. Let me close this class. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.